Hey you guys. Alright, I'm back at the hour of Mercury. Mercury is in Taurus. There's a lot of information going around. Alright. I don't know, today was like early morning was giving me a heavy energy of like celebration. So, I mean, I've been more so working with my astrology lately a lot because there's a lot of transits that are coming up that are important. All right. I did look into tomorrow's energy. Okay. And I had to pull up, hold on, a specific transit with Mercury that's going to conjunct Uranus. All right, and I'm kind of freaking out with this energy, to be honest with you, because the Sabian symbol for Taurus at 24 degrees and where this is going to take place, it speaks about channeled aggression. All right, so it happens at 1:54 a.m. at 24 degrees and 7 minutes and 51 seconds to the exact T. Like, it's scary as hell. All right, Mercury currently right now is at the 23 degree mark. All right, so if we're speaking about rounding up to, let's say, the 25th degree mark of where Taurus is, let's look at it. Whew. A large, well-kept public park. So working collectively, belonging to a tribe or a community, involves us in working together toward shared goals that we all enjoy. Participation in community responsibilities. A community in harmony will act together to create communal works that allow individuals to enjoy greater levels of abundance and comfort. It is a strong motivation to seek ways to live in peace and put aside fear, competition, and aggressiveness. All right, so the fact that we've been really going through this aggressive time, especially with all the squares this week, it looks like things are finally calming down with this conjunction. All right, Mercury is getting ready to step into his domicile, so I'm pretty sure if there's like ideas that we need to share, if there's conversations that need to be had, meetings, speaks about a lot of different things. We're finding out a lot of different things in the news as well. Like, it's a lot happening, a lot. All right, so it says communal experiences help us to discover our individual skills and characteristics. All right, so what are your individual skills and characteristics? Mine's is astrology. I mean, I don't know, still learning, but I've been playing around with like famous people's charts just to kind of see and like what's going on in their life right now. Something that we all resonate with on a daily basis with the energies, right? So let's just see what comes out. Yes, my voice still sounds like crap. I'm trying to get it back. I got my tea down here. I shouldn't be chewing on gum, but who gives a shit? Come in. I'm recording. What happened? What happened? She wants my laptop. 12th house. 4th house. Water. Right away. Yep. I told you, trying. Alright, so from the 12th to the 4th, it's water energy. Capricorn down on the bottom of the deck. Who has Mercury in the 12th or in the 4th? Mercury in Taurus right now. 4th house is Aquarius. 12th house, Gemini. and Aquarius and Gemini's energy. June. Give me a second, let me look at it. The second they trine with the moon in Aries specifically. Just thinking about the energy I'm talking about now and what I see here. But Capricorn's down on the bottom of the deck. So Capricorn in the 4th, Libra. Capricorn in the 12th, that is Aquarius. Air energy here. Air. So what's in Libra right now? South Node, Lilith, vengeance, power. South Node is karmic challenges. Alright, past life and natural gifts. I don't know. Something about these two houses are significant. These are water houses. Alright, so it pertains to introspection and the energy of home, your roots. Okay. The sun is in Gemini. I don't know whatever's happening here. Obviously, these two houses, the 12th and the 4th house, have a lot to do with tapping into the energy of the subconscious. So tapping into the subconscious and having trine energy and where these two houses fall for those specific signs, Aquarius and Gemini, it's intellectual subconscious information. Source, bringing something to light pertaining to 8th house of mystery, 11th house to a specific community of people, messages, right? Now, the Sabian symbol says, working collectively, belonging to a tribe or a community, involving us working together towards shared goals that we all enjoy. All right. Putting aside fear, competition, and aggressiveness. Moving that out of the way. All right. But enjoying greater levels of abundance and comfort. Comfort is house of home. How can you utilize the energy of your mind and your comfort of your home, right? When I see the words community and individuals, heavy on Aquarius right away. All right, so discovering individual skills and characteristics once again. Okay. So we're speaking about Mercury conjunct Uranus. Uranus rules Aquarius. Not only is it a fixed sign, but it's giving me 8th house, 11th house. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, all fixed energy. But in these specific houses, it's giving me a trine, all right, to air elements being in a water house. I'm hoping I'm getting through to you guys with this. That's what I'm saying. It's like a subconscious type of message coming through, if you get what I'm trying to say. Venus being in Gemini. All right, I got Taurus out here too. So that's like the energy of its domicile. Scorpio, the opposition of it. What about that? Sag. So progressions came out. This is speaking about like journey, right? Being on a journey. Venus and Taurus opposing Scorpio. So let's say back when they were together, Venus and Uranus in Taurus, right? Because that just happened Was it the 20th or the 23rd? Damn. I think it was the 23rd. When we had, yeah, it was. Damn it, what did I do? The 23rd, that full moon in Sagittarius that took place, where Venus was in Taurus at the time, opposing the energy of the Scorpio moon. And then it came into conjunction with Venus and Jupiter right before they headed into Gemini. The 23rd was very significant for that energy. And in that specific day, we had a lot going on. All right. Because we already had the sun in Gemini. Venus moved into Gemini on the 23rd. So something about the Venus and Taurus Jupiter conjunction with the Scorpio moon on the 23rd that happened at the full moon in Sag. That's what this is speaking about. Something transitioned there. That's where your journey began. All right. So now that we're seeing Mercury and Uranus conjunct in Taurus, it's bringing a specific community of people together that might even have interest in life after death type of things. 8th house. I'm just seeing what I'm seeing here. All right, hold on. Vesta's there. So the asteroid of spirituality, Vesta's currently in Cancer. Vesta recently traveled through Gemini, right? And that's where this is all happening now with the Sun, Venus, and Jupiter. Vesta's been there already. Vesta's moved on from there. So anything that you've had an inner spark with pertaining to, spirituality and feeling like you need to be devoted and sacrificing time for, I'm feeling it being like even more passionate because it's now in a water sign. So think about Vesta in Cancer, 4th house energy. It's like that inner spark of spirituality, of being in a water sign and tapping into the energy, deep into your emotional feelings, right? That specific asteroid speaks about home, like your hearth and home and comfort. So let's just take it out. There was definitely a shift on that full moon in Sag. And I can tell you right now, it was because it was the transfer from the fixed energies in that fixed moon cycle transitioning to the mutable energy. It was heavily felt that day. Like even Pluto that day touched at its 2-degree mark. All right, so unexpected thunderstorm that I was speaking to you guys all about, it had happened exactly on the 23rd, where Pluto had been retrograding since what, the 1st or the 2nd of May, and it finally, where it was up closer to the 3-degree mark, where it spoke about refusing to accept the unacceptable, it was traveling back down to the 2-degree mark, speaking about the unexpected thunderstorm. All right. Even though we want to cement our lives into structure, nature always wins in the end. So now, we're fighting against air elements being in water houses where it's completely uncomfortable. So what does that create? Because what I'm seeing right here, an unexpected thunderstorm, I'm seeing water and I'm seeing lightning. Think about it. All right. Think about it. I'm trying to tell you. It's crazy. I don't make this shit up. Pluto had a lot to do with the energy changing too. Because whatever is auspiciously happening right now, it's pertaining to the trine that's going to happen on the 2nd. Because I'm pretty sure what we saw with the first trine, where was it? Where was that first trine? It was the sun that trined Pluto the day before that before that full moon in Sagittarius. That was the first trine for this energy. But remember, at that time, Venus and Jupiter were still in Taurus. Now Venus and Jupiter are currently in Gemini. So the energy has changed to a mutable sign after this full moon in Sagittarius mutable energy. Whereas before, Jupiter and Venus were in Taurus, squaring over to Aquarius's energy. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's move forward. Capricorn achievement. 10th house. I don't know if this had a lot to do with you stepping up, focusing more on a position of authority when it pertained to you continuing to persevere after something you were after. That came up heavy in today's reading too. So what about the achievement? Because it feels like that. If it was pertaining to your career, achievement, right? Like I told you guys, it was a very tense time. You got to remember. Yeah, everything was like, let's see. Back when we had the first quarter moon in Leo, that specific week, which that happened on the 15th, that same day we were squaring over to, from the moon in Leo to Uranus, Jupiter, and the sun in Taurus. From that week to the following week, what we experienced in the change, we seen Venus conjunct Uranus, and then Venus conjunct Jupiter on the day of. Understand the changes and where the placements take place. The planets that touch, when they conjunct, they're together like this. When they're squared, they're at 90 degrees. When they're sextiled to another sign, whether it is working with it in a good way, it's supposed to be, right, harmonious, compatible, those energies, they continue to shift over and over and over again, depending what planet is in what sign. So something pertaining to the 4th house and the 12th house, and where the transits were trining, the planets were trining. What am I speaking about? The planets were trining there. Now the energy has shifted to air signs being in water. That's what the energy is saying here. All right, so it feels like a thunderstorm. Water with lightning, Aquarius. All right. Let's talk about health. 6th house is here. 3rd house, heavy Mercury here. Sustainability to the communication. Mercury is where? In an earth sign. It's Taurus. 6th house is Virgo. Earth element. All right. So I'm getting heavy Mercury energy here. What about the Mercury energy now? Entrance. There was a gate opened. A portal, more so, opened with this energy. Pertaining to what exactly? It's kind of giving me being able to tap into water. With Jupiter. Okay, what about Jupiter? Jupiter's 5th house. If it pertains to some sort of passion, going after abundance, And if you were working doing something communication, third house is communication, transportation, local community. This could have involved like many different things, right? Media, entertainment business, the music industry, writing, publishing. I mean, anything. There's a portal open here pertaining to people's passion, fifth house energy, and where Jupiter has stepped in. Jupiter is now in the fifth house for Aquarius. All right. So there's an abundance coming through when it comes to Aquarius's creativity, to their hobbies, where they're self-expressing at this time. Oh, Mars and Uranus is here. Okay. What about Uranus? Let's start first there. You've got to remember, Mars is behind Uranus. Uranus is right in front of Mars. Mars will step into Taurus. Is that where we're going with this? Because Mars steps into Taurus on the 9th of June. When will it meet with Uranus? Anyway, let me let Spirit say what it's got to say. Hold on. Wow. 9th house exploration. So for specifically Aquarius's energy, I don't know if this energy, all right, let's just say who has Taurus in the 9th house. Sun, Moon, Rising, Pisces. Interesting, a water sign. So there's going to be change pertaining to the action that needs to be taken action towards change when it comes to 9th house energy. Exploration. This is discoveries. These are beliefs. These are philosophies. Wow. Hold on. Did I get that right? No, it's not Sun, Moon, Rising, Pisces. It's Virgo. It's Virgo. Yeah, with Taurus in the 9th house is Virgo. But I feel like this is a broader message, not for a specific sign. Uranus and Mars will touch very soon because Mars is stepping into Taurus on the 9th of June. If this energy is going to somehow affect this 9th house energy, with the trines, let's see what happens on the 9th. Oh, okay. So it looks like there's going to be a sextile from the moon in Cancer to Uranus in Taurus. And then the moon ingresses that same day into Leo and opposes the energy of Pluto in Aquarius. Ooh. Not that these two are touching anytime soon. We got to remember, Mars has to move at a faster pace in order to catch up to Uranus. That's not what's happening here. I don't know why I'm thinking about the 9th, but I'm thinking about when Mars actually steps in on that day in Taurus. Mars in Taurus is I don't know if this is explaining to me like the energy of resistance, because Mars is coming in to be very quick. Taurus isn't quick. Taurus is slow, patient, you know what I mean? Like taking a little bit at a time. So if it's pertaining to passions, right? If it's pertaining to like creative things, art, beauty, that's Taurus's energy. Finances. So this could be where there could be changes coming up pertaining to possibly even like starting businesses and things like that, where maybe you need to explore something more with 9th house being here. Okay. Leo. Shine. Maybe this is when the energy it switches, right? Although Mars through Taurus is very slow, it does speak about starting up businesses. And Uranus being in Taurus, there's creating changes in the energy overall when it comes to finances as well. All right, it's at the 25-degree mark now. We just spoke about the Sabian symbol and how, you know, communities of people are coming together, working together. Shine, Leo. Leo's energy wants to be in the spotlight, right? They want to be seen. They want to shine. So you could be literally entertaining. I see the moon, descendant. I'm getting the moon in Libra. Descendant energy is Libra energy. The moon in Libra, that energy speaks about companionship. What does that have to do with Leo's energy? So I just said the moon in Leo will oppose Pluto in Aquarius on the 9th when Mars steps into Taurus. That very same day. That's what it's giving me. So if you are an Aquarius and or Leo and this energy is going to be opposing when Mars steps into Taurus, Aquarius's Taurus's energy is in the 4th house of home. There could be like heavy discussions pertaining to finances, and or we can see it the opposite way with Sun, Moon, Rising, Leo energy with same difference. Arguments in the home about finances. I mean, not the home, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, what am I thinking about? Sorry. Mercury stepping into Taurus for Leo in the 10th house. All right. So then that means that those that are taking action towards building businesses could be of significance. I don't know. It's kind of giving me like you're on one side of the spectrum with one thing before this full moon in Sag took place, and now we're on the other side of it. I'm seeing it. I got ascendant here and then descendant over here pertaining to your house of self and then your house of relationships. Something's changing. Your vision is changing. Thank you, Spirit. Because I'm like, I don't understand it. Neptune. Oh. I did a whole spread on this. I did an entire spread on this. I remember the energy now. When Venus and Jupiter were back at the 29-degree mark of Taurus, it was sextiling to Neptune at 29 degrees. It's moved forward now. There is no 29 degrees of anything right now. Besides of where Mars is heading in Taurus. And what else? Mars in Aries will semi-sextile Neptune. That'll probably happen on like the 8th of June. All right. And then Mercury at 29 degrees will happen possibly on the 2nd. Same day as the trine of Jupiter in Aquarius. So what happens when Mercury is at 29 degrees of Taurus? Look at the energy. A peacock parading on an ancient lawn. Our personal displays of excellence bears testimony to all that went before us, embellishing our life expression. Individuality seeks both maturity or understanding. Individuality seeks both maturity of understanding and full substantiation of worth, wisdom, and wealth. Gifts inherited and improved upon are shown to be in part the flowering of culture aspirations and its pride and joy. Let's look at Aries at 29 degrees and where Mars will cross over. A duck pond and its brood, feet on the ground. Worldly competence is a spiritual quality. Practicing worldly competence as a spiritual principle. In Zen, the monk is taught that chopping wood and carrying water as suitable activities to demonstrate and practice the inherent spirituality of life. We need to pay the rent and feed the kids despite our higher state of cosmic awareness. Spiritual insights that cannot be brought into daily life are not wisdom teachings at all. So bringing your wisdom into everyday life. Taking action, taking your wisdom that you've gained spiritually and taking action as it moves into the energy of Taurus and starting up a business or something. Get creative. Mars and Taurus. Get creative. All right. That's the 9th. Then we're speaking about Mercury. That's going to be at the 30-degree mark, 29 to 30-degree mark of Taurus before it steps into Gemini. All right. Once again. Oh boy. I don't know. I feel like this is your time to shine individually. To be part of this culture aspiration. And being with it with pride and joy, okay? You have an inherited gift that you're meant to share. So then your vision changes from what it looked like before to now. That's what I'm saying. It gets more intellectually put out there. You're talking about it more now. So Saturn is here with Sirius. Saturn is in Pisces. Sirius is in Capricorn. Right? That itself is a sextile. Saturn is at 18 degrees. Sirius is at about 20, 21 degrees right now. So they're not that far apart. I would say they're probably within, a slight conjunction. Probably a few degrees off, but still. So then these guys have to be working harmoniously at this time with Saturn and Pisces and Sirius and Capricorn. Water and earth. Structure when it comes to more so nurturing your body. Self-care is important right now. That's what we could be seeing. Partnerships. Juno opposes the energy of Saturn. Juno right now is at is it 10 degrees? Juno's at 10 degrees in opposition. So what happens when it's in opposition to Saturn? Whereas these two planets are actually, the asteroid and the planet are actually working in harmony together. What happens when Saturn opposes the energy of Juno? Juno's in Virgo, Saturn's in Pisces. What happens there? Juno being in Virgo is like, Virgo is your health, your mind, your body, your spirit. Whereas we're being structured and disciplined more so in the house of emotions, right? There's partnerships opening up, working harmoniously, all right, to bringing in a better health, with Ceres being involved with it especially. Something's been activated. That's a square. So something's been creating tension with Gemini here. As this is going to be activated. Oh, Spirit's talking to me real clear. I'm just not paying attention just yet. Saturn in Pisces, mutable. Juno in Virgo, mutable. Activates the opposition, the confrontation. Also squaring over to what's happening in Gemini, mutable energy. Is there going to be like a grand trine type of thing? Wow. What? Hold on a second, you guys. I gotta look at this. Let's move up to like June 9th. I feel like that date is of significance. Fucking guys. That is nuts. Listen. Saturn will be at 19 degrees of Pisces. The sun will be at 19 degrees of Pisces. And I wouldn't be surprised if Juno isn't at 19 degrees of Pisces on that day. Because right now it's at 10 degrees. I can't see it because not on the specific chart that I have can I see that. But I wouldn't be surprised if there would be like a grand trine that happens with Saturn, Gemini, and Juno. All mutable energies. Something gets activated there, I'm telling you. And what is this bringing in for us here? Discomfort in Virgo. In your digestive systems. If it's a grand trine, then it's supposed to be auspicious. This is saying square, quincunx, and semi-square. Tension and discomfort when it comes to digest. So we already know that Saturn and Juno at some point is going to be in opposition. But this is speaking about a square from Saturn and Pisces over to Gemini's energy. So when does that take place? What day is that? In June. Where Saturn will square either the Sun, Venus, and or Jupiter. Well, Saturn won't square Jupiter. It will have to be either Venus or the Sun. When is that? The 8th. I was very close. I was very, very close. The 8th and the 9th. Venus will square Saturn. The Sun will square Saturn on the 8th and the 9th. With the Moon in Cancer. Ingressing into Leo late afternoon. So there's discomfort when it comes to health that weekend. Possibly even in the home environment, partnerships. Something is going to flare up on that specific weekend, the 8th and the 9th. The new moon in Gemini would have happened, and Venus steps into Taurus on the 9th. So it's speaking about this energy over here. Told you. That's why it was giving me this, the Leo moon. And it's pertaining to relationships, partnerships, contracts. It's coming. It's right around the corner. What are we, like 2 weeks away from this energy? Yeah. I don't know. Sirius is here for a reason, so focus on nurturing your bodies at this time. All right. Solar calm. Midhaven. Stay more so focused on your career at this time. Your midhaven is your divine life purpose, right? It's the pinnacle in your chart. I got Pisces here though. So if it's pertaining to the very first thing that came out was the 12th house and the 4th house, this whole subconscious energy and how we're now working subconsciously, communicating with a specific group of people, our community of people, then this is what's happening. Everybody's utilizing the way that they think. Pallas is retrograde right now in Scorpio, another water sign. While Vesta is in Cancer, another water sign. Vesta in Cancer, Pallas in Scorpio, Saturn and Neptune in Pisces. Put the energy together and think about it. And what I just said and how we're looking at the 12th house and the 4th house. All right. With specifically and how they're working together harmoniously in sextile right now. That's Taurus and that is Pisces. Yeah. Listen, South Node is here, Aries is here, so South Node, North Node energy. Libra, yeah. Transits, how is that affecting us overall? So we need to act if we're living in the past and bring balance moving towards the future. That's what I'm seeing. I almost went through this whole deck. When it comes to finances, balance out your finances. Yeah. Confrontation coming up. I just said it. The oppositions. The 16th, Father's Day. That week, the 8th and the 9th, the opposition to, the opposition to Pluto and Aquarius and the Moon in Leo. The following weekend, the opposition is in between the Moon in Libra to the North Node and Chiron. Mars will then be out of Aries and in Taurus. Father's Day weekend. Opposition, specifically for this transit. Pluto in retrograde on the 9th. Relationships, roots, heal. Families in the home environment and Chiron, healing. So these 2 weeks are very significant. The 9th and the 16th. 2 Sundays in a row. With one moon in Cancer and in Leo and the other one in Libra. Oh my God. You know something? Where is... See, Mars has already conjunct the North Node. There's nothing else coming after that. Look at the North. The North Node is all the way on the bottom of the deck, as I pulled the last couple cards. Why? Because there's no other transit besides this last Mars and Aries conjunction that's going to tap the energy of the North Node. From now on, everything is going to be in opposition. Every time we see a Libra moon, opposition to the North Node. Lilith in Libra, opposition to the North Node. So Lilith right now is at 15 degrees. It looks like it already passed as well. Matter of fact, today's date. Either from yesterday to today's date. Lilith from 14 to 15 degrees. Because these two energies, I remember, they're conjunct today in the 14th and the 15 degree mark of Libra. Let's look up the energy. Hold on, you guys. I gotta look this up. Crazy. Alright, taking a break. It is healthier and probably more productive to take ample periods of relaxation and time for recuperation, learning the wisdom of letting go. To maintain health on emotional, mental levels, as well as physical, we must relax sometimes. This downtime is not wasteful or unproductive at all. It is equivalent to the in-breath, which revitalizes and energizes. We must assimilate our experiences. We must allow dreams their place. And we must tune in to the softer side of life in order to restore balance. Let's look at the 15 degree mark. A circular path. Finding serenity in cycles. Nature gives us the motto of how best to live from year to year. Serene realization of the cycles of creation and destruction. The cyclical nature of life is a given. The season comes and goes. Day breaks and night falls, and we have no possibility of entirely escaping them. It is not only society that requires a firm rhythm to operate. We do too. At first, we are challenged to fit in and conform to society's cycles. Yet later, we must surely go against them to resist both boredom and unconscious enslavement. Dancing to another's tune. Yet beyond this is another wisdom, and that is to find a way to align our own path with external rhythms, to resonate with the environment and social group around us. This in the end is what brings peace beyond belief. Wow. The incorruptible core of our being makes mind and heart congruent. And whatever occurs, we all stay true at center. It really is an extraordinary fact of life that the inner core of our unique self can withstand all of the comings and goings without contamination or corruption. So dignified strength right now in the first house, within the house of self, is significant. Collaborating with others is significant. All right. Immersing the energy of love with Cancer. All right. And it's showing me a conjunction of the North Node. And the very last one was Mars and the North Node. And that one happened at, was it 15 degrees? 15 degrees of Aries. An Indian weaving a blanket. Cosmic consciousness. Living more and more as blah. Living more and more as a realized being, sanctifying life itself. So finding an inner balance pertaining to the polarities. Revisiting a higher state repeatedly and holding it for longer periods of time. Mystics metaphorically refer to this as being robbed in the universe, weaving a seamless robe or a spiritual vesture. Becoming a unique being of light. This is the fulfillment of desire to differentiate and express ourselves entirely creatively. So that's what the last conjunction brought in. It wanted you to go do something creative, but also be connected within a community of people. That was all cards, you guys. So there's lots coming up in June. Lots of the energy would transition. All right, what we needed to see and what needed to be illuminated before Jupiter stepped into Gemini was of significance, because it then changed the energy. We have to remember, emotionally, we're working now with our minds. That's what it looks like, at least. Right? Whereas maybe before with Jupiter's energy, we were working on the energy of with Earth, right? Being more grounded. Now it's like we have to utilize, in order to expand our minds, utilizing the energy of the emotional state, with Saturn being there. Okay. We have to remember that both Neptune and Jupiter rule mutable signs. All right. So Jupiter is technically Sagittarius, and Jupiter and Neptune rule Pisces. So now that they're working Jupiter and Gemini to Saturn and Neptune and Pisces, that's a square, meaning it brings in tension, but it's because in the sign it sits in now. You're mixing water with air, which creates a thunderstorm. Water with lightning. Okay. I don't know how else to explain that. It's a lot. It's different. It's a different type of feeling. So instead of getting emotionally frustrated with everyone and taking your anger out, it's like we have to work together now and share our ideas and bring communities of people together that have the same like-minded type of, energies, in order to build a community of people where we can keep pushing forward and expanding our knowledge consciously. We're tapping into the divine in some way, right? I'm seeing the Hierophant and the Ace of Pentacles. I got a couple minutes to pull some cards. Seeing Hangman, that's Pisces. Ace of Swords. Literally, I'm feeling like Pisces to Gemini. Look at how, what does the Ace of Swords bring in? It's clarity. It's a breakthrough. All right. It is the truth. Whereas if you were hanging before, trying to gain a different perspective on something, it's like, here it is, right? Now it's understandable. Where before you may have been confused about it, right? I'm kind of hearing it's easier to break through secret codes or something. Think about like this being a community of people. All these different cups, or everybody's different emotions. It's almost like if you can emotionally feel what someone's thinking, that's what this energy feels like. Yeah. I would literally call that like a gift in itself. Because what do you call that? When you can emotionally feel what someone's thinking. That's pretty damn psychic to me. That's you having some sort of spiritual ability. That's not normal. But this is like people using the gift of discernment of their intuition and the way that they feel in order to respond in a way. But why not utilize that energy and build a community of people together so everybody's on the same collective? So when I listen to readers, everybody has their own idea of what something means, but bring a community of people together with the same type of information, and they're going to come up with the truth. It's called balance, and that's why I'm seeing Temperance. See the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Magician. with the Ace of Pentacles down on the bottom of the deck. All right, so through your passion, you tapped into the energy of, you know, this water energy. It's through the emotional state and where you started to manifest your opportunity. Okay, utilizing your inner knowing, the direct connection that you have to consciousness, right? Your higher self. All right, listen, all of the majors that are here are literally all mutable energies. I see the Hangman, that is Pisces. I see Temperance, that's Sagittarius. I see the Magician, that's Gemini and Virgo. And I see the High Priestess. So this is what mutable energy feels like. It's like remaining adaptable to the changes that are happening around us. That's what it is. Because what's going to happen is that now that the changes have happened in mutable energy, and when we make the shift into the summer solstice, then we step into cardinal energy, where it's like the initiation is going to happen. You know what I mean? I'm being told to be careful and balance your emotions at this time. Balance your budget. We did say, like, save your money. I don't know what this is here, but this could be the expression of anger. But it also can speak about being very quick-witted within your mind and being able to balance out your emotions as well as your practical life. All right. So this is giving me, like, balance out your spirituality and practicality, because things are going to be moving very quickly. All right. You may want to hold on to your resources at this time. All right. Because we're just starting off with this energy officially. This is like a new emotional beginning to something fresh. All right. This for me right here is remain open-hearted. I'm kind of getting, like, pay attention to your dreams, right? Because subconsciously we're going to be receiving messages. All right, so try to hold on best to balance within your life. So far the two aces I see is the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Something will then be reciprocated. There's going to be, like, support coming in. Kind of feeling like if this is spiritual, then, you know, you're going to receive a guide, that type of thing, that's going to be able to help walk you through this process. Because it's not going to be easy. A lot of people are going to feel uncomfortable with it, especially if they don't understand what it is that they're going through. Okay. Wow. Yes. Seeing the Six of Cups and the Six of Wands. This is Leo and Scorpio energy. All right. I don't know. You might be noticing a lot of things being presented to you. Kind of like things being thrown in the public eye about your past. Something like that. Or you could be literally recognized for some sort of inheritance that you have coming in for you. So the Sun, the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, the Six of Wands. 666. You have to be responsible with this gift, is what I'm getting. This is a heavy responsibility. Personal responsibility. It's time to reflect. This number can have very negative connotations to some, but from your angels, it's actually a powerful reminder to stop focusing on the material world so much. This is a strong message from your guardians to take personal responsibility in your own life and ask yourself in all areas, what do I need to do differently? So save your money. Save your money. There may be unexpected things coming up for us that we don't see yet, because this is a transition and where the energies are taking place. All right, so maybe when we step into cardinal energy with the Sun in Cancer, focusing or more so on the home environment could be of significance. Family. All right. And the resources that you have available there. All right. When it comes to how you guys are eating, you know what I mean? Is it healthy or, you know, that type of thing. Overall, I want to say try to stay grounded as much as possible because we're working with emotions and with intellect. There needs to be a balance there. All right, so try to tap in with nature any way you can. I'm kind of getting that too. The moon. See what I'm saying? This is what we're dealing with. Emotions and intellect. And we're going to have to find out how we can collaborate the two. Yeah. I'm seeing the devil and the Knight of Pentacles. Be cautious when it comes to addictions as well. All right. Anything that you're negatively attached to. That can kind of, your brain is what I'm getting. I'm seeing 5 of Swords. So the way that you think, you may try to escape. Don't detach from what the changes look like. All right, because this is actually going to be bringing in a wish fulfillment. All right, with you feeling mentally entrapped. If you just learn how to work with the energies. Wish fulfillment, mentally entrapped the energies. All right, so this is literally Neptune and Pisces, and this would be like Jupiter and Gemini. That's what I'm getting. Sorry, Jupiter and Pisces, this is Jupiter and Gemini. So whereas it would be like, oh, this is a wish fulfillment. I can go towards creativity. I can utilize my energy of my imagination. Do try not to get too trapped up in your head about things. Working with this energy is going to be different. Because this is where we're being disciplined. I'm seeing someone having to work really, really hard with this. What is this? The subconscious. It's water. It's Pisces. So we're speaking about hard work. Who's in Pisces? Saturn. Hard work when it comes to utilizing the energy of the subconscious. I don't know, but the future is bright though. All right, the future is bright. Mercury is currently in Taurus. This is probably what we're looking at right now. Difficulties with finances. All right, so hold on tight to your money because whatever comes up in the near future is amazing. This 2 of Wands energy, and where I just told you we crossed over the 15-degree mark with the North Node in Aries. All right, here it is right here. Aries to Gemini, sextile. When it comes to a creative passion. All right. Be careful. Try not to think too much. Being stressed, anxiety, worried about things that really don't exist. Because you're being supported. Try to stand your ground on more so focusing on your happiness emotionally. If you feel an overload within the mental, learn how to take a break from that at times. Okay. Okay. So those that work on the computer all day, busting their brains, I feel sorry for you guys. All right. Try not to put in too many hours. I should be speaking to myself because normally I'm like, you see what I'm saying? Like the energy is like, I'm attracted to it because it's shining to me. It's my type of energy. I'm like, I'm loving it. It's auspicious. It's great. Like, it's what I want. It's like I've met my life partner or something. Like, that's what it feels like. All right, yeah. It's like ascending rapidly, like quickly moving forward. To the King of Pentacles. So this can take you far. If it works well for you, utilize the energy. I'm not saying don't do it. But for those energies that are going to struggle with this, know that you have to remain balanced. That's why it's important to keep a healthy diet. You know, a sleeping pattern, an eating pattern. Stay healthy. All right. So that's what I have for you guys. I don't even know what else to pull. I'm tired. 105.21. I think I'm going to go. I love you guys. I'm going to leave it there.